So, you just got this new game called Gorilla Tag and you want to know how to be good. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you everything from running, to pinch climbing, to even how to run on the wall like you see people do in lobbies, and I promise you it's not that hard once you get it. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the video. So, you're fresh to the game and you've just jumped down from tutorial, and you want to know how to zoom like Sonic. So, running. The first thing that you want to learn is running, is that you want to go one hand at a time. And that doesn't mean just going like this, like just flailing your arms around like this. That also means that you got to be careful with the way that you hit the ground. So you don't want to hit the ground like this. You want to hit the ground like this, like going to the side of it. So if you do that fast, it looks like this. Oh, and another way that you can run fast is if you literally just flap your controller. And you can just like run it up slow, but you know, like that's not important. Okay, so the next thing you want to learn is how to get to the top of that. Well, my friend, I'll tell you, the easiest way to get to the top is by wall bouncing. And the way you do it, you come up to a wall, and you see, when you hit the wall, you go to the other side. And you just go side to side. And when I was first starting, I found myself going out on the side a lot. But what you really want to focus on, and just focus on this alone, is that way, that way, that way, that way. Don't even focus on the up part, that will just come naturally, but don't go diagonal like that, because then you'll go out. So you literally just want to go side to side, and you'll go up naturally, like this. Boom. See? Wall bouncing is one of the easiest things in this game. And then once you get up here, you can move on to the next step. So the next step here is going to be pinch climbing, and you know how you see people just run up this wall like they just like flap their arms here, they go up the wall. Well, what they're doing here is pretty simple. So come up to one of these walls, it doesn't matter. You put your hands around it, and then you let go and push up, and then you grab it again, and then you repeat that over and over. So one good thing to keep in mind is it's not pulling up, because then you just go like this, right? It's pushing down, slow and consistent. And if you get fast, then you can get all the way up here pretty fast. Oh, ignore that, ignore that. You can get all the way up here pretty fast like this. You can get all the way up. And one other thing is you've got to make sure that you actually pull like diagonal. You push diagonally down like that. Let's say you push like that. Wait, sorry, the other way, like this. So you keep next to the wall, because otherwise you'll just fly out, like you'll go like that. So, yeah, you gotta fly out like that. And also, if you're starting to get better at pinch climbing, try and pinch climb on something like a pole, like this, or these metal poles, like these lampposts over here, like this. So, like, you can go up it like that. And then if you get even better at it, you can do it on the side of the tree, which is one of the hardest places to do it, up on this. So you just go like this, and then you can, okay, no, ignore that, and then you just go up the thing like this. Dude, like, what? You just go up, like that. And then just be slow and consistent at first, and I promise it will come to you. Okay, next thing. Okay, so the next thing is actually wall climbing. It's like the opposite of pinch climbing. So what you're going to want to do is find a wall that goes like this, like inward like that. And what you're going to want to do is bounce your little monkey from side to side on there. So you go side to side, and then you go up the wall. And the way to think about it is that if you have so think about it like this. If you have a wall here that like some of it's behind it. What you want to do is try and keep your hands going just like across that wall, forwards and backwards across this little like line that you've drawn in your head for the angle that you want to bounce at. And then if you just stay slow and consistent all the way up, you can even like exaggerate it, like go from all the way over here to there, to back to here to there, right? So yeah, just make sure that you focus on that wall. And also another thing is that when you put your hand on the wall, it like stays there for a second, so you don't need to immediately go to the next thing like this. You want to like give it a sec to stick and then go to the next one to help you get more with it. And then yeah, so moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to learn is branching. We'll move on to wall running in a minute, but branching. So branching is when you go from branch to branch, and that's why it's called branching. Well, that's great. I mean, like, so if someone's chasing you and you're good at branching, there's a lava monkey chasing you, you can just go from branch to branch, even on these small ones, just like this, from that branch to this branch to this branch, oh, to one over there. Alright, ignore that. And it's good for just getting away quickly and traversing the trees. Now, branching isn't my strongest suit, as you can obviously tell, but there are a few tips I have for it. So let me just get back up. So one of the best tips I have for branching is to, I know this sounds kind of silly and obvious, but is to understand the gravity of the game, and also to understand that, look, your fingers, they don't have hitboxes, nor does your thumb. It's your wrist that has a hitbox. So make sure that you can so you can do this, even though your fingers aren't on it. So the thing is to know the gravity of the monkey. So to figure out how hard you need to push to go certain heights, and you can just do that on the ground, for example, like this high, and then that high, and then all you gotta do is apply that knowledge to these. So like go that high, and then the knowledge that you've learned from bouncing on the ground to go that high to there, right? So that's the one tip I have. The other tip that I also have is, honestly, practice makes perfect. I know you might want to hear just a miracle way to get good at it immediately, but honestly, I know you hate to hear it, but you do gotta practice quite a bit. And I'll also show you a secret route that I made up for myself, that isn't too bad for new players. So you come up here, and it's this route. So you come up onto this branch, and then that one, and then you can either bounce straight up onto there. So you can either bounce straight up onto there, like that, or if I just go back down a sec, or you can take this way to get up to there, which is here. Okay, I swear I don't usually fall this much, just because I'm on camera. So here, and then this one, and then that one, and then up here. And then if you want an extended one, you can go back up here, and then you can go over to here, up there, and then like here, and then you can get on top of the stump like that. So yeah, branching is very important. Okay, on to the final thing that I'm going to say in this video. You can check out other tutorials for the more advanced things, like look up Lucio running and vertical. So, the final step of how to become a medium good Gorilla Tag player, and this is the hardest step. It took me about a week to master this one, and that is wall running, where you see people just going like that on the wall and being able to go around. So some people say to put your hand into a fist. I don't personally, but what you want to do, I'll just give an example and then I'll show you how to do it. So yeah, it's running across the wall, and this right here is the most popular spot to do it. I already showed you how to get on top of here. You can also get on top of here by going onto that branch and bouncing to that one and coming up here. But anyway, so once you're here, this is the best way to practice it. You go around to this spot here, and if you just try and do this on the wall at first, like you see people do. Okay, hold on, this isn't meant to be working. Well, I mean, I guess that does work, but just going like that super fast doesn't work. Look, I'll show you. So you can do that one a bit slower, but just going like this. Okay, I'll just do it here. Going like this doesn't work. See, you're gonna push off, and the most important thing that you need to learn. Hold on, let me just get back up there. Yeah, so like I said, the most important thing that you need to learn is that do not at all push away or inward or anything like that. It's just up, maybe a tiny bit to the right so that you actually go around, but just up, only up and diagonal, and keep it exactly parallel to the wall. So don't be going tracking. So don't be going like that on the wall, because then you will go off the wall like this. You'll push yourself off, go directly up and forwards, up and forwards, up and forwards. That's what you need to know. So pull your hand back and up. So just that motion. Then once you get good at it, you can wall run across most parts of the map and even across the walls. Well, that's very hard. But yeah, so I've been failing a lot in this video at taking takes. That's just because I'm on camera, okay? So doing this. So just going round like that. Up, up, and then push up and then come over back to here. And now that is basically how you do it. And I know I may make it look easy, but trust me, it took me a week to learn how to like actually get that motion down. Let me just show you one more good spot. Okay, so the last good spot I have for you is this wall. So you see how it's like the one from earlier, but like this. So this is super exaggerated. So you can go up this wall across, and then you turn in real life, and then go up this wall across, and then turn in real life, and then go up this wall. And then you can just keep on going up, and then if you get high enough, you can like just go onto this branch, and then start some of your branching. And also, by the way, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but for branching, you can make up your own routes. Don't just try and do what you need to do. So, yeah. Wall running, I'll give you one last example. Let me just use my own route to get up there. I'll give you one last example of the wall running, which is undoubtedly the hardest one in this video. But then there's stuff like Lucio running, which I can't really show right now, because I definitely know how to do it. And yeah, so just up and forwards. Remember that motion, just up and forwards. You can even think of it like a wheelbarrow like that. So just like you're turning a crank almost. So yeah, just crank across the wall. Okay, yeah, well, you gotta do it a bit faster than that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. For any new Real Tech players, I'm just trying to help people out, you know, get people better at the game, give people the advantages that they need when they see people just scaling walls instantly, and I will try and release some other tutorials for more advanced stuff. But drop a like, subscribe if you want to. I'm just trying to help out the community, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.